Add to stage. There we go. Add to stage. Ah,
There we go.
there we go. Like somewhere technology, it's streamers a little new, but I think we're live. What's up, buddy?
Living the dream, man. How are you? And we're live. That's exciting.
And we're live. We're like, let's just kick this thing off. I did a live yesterday, and I just kind of did what's new in life live on Facebook. I'm gonna poke over here and make sure it looks like we're live there as well. But I appreciate you taking the time because I just kind of mapped out, I don't know, the last 17 years and more so the last 6 and more so the last few months as things have shifted. But one of the things I shared yesterday was, as I was building out this speaking career and building out this other brand and then got the Beachbody news, I didn't even know if I wanted to have another network marketing company, and I think where I got really convicted was twofold, health and fitness and taking care of ourselves physically. It's where all of this started for me, right? And so I wanted a place to be able to still serve that audience. And second, network marketing saved my life. I went, I wasn't successful in regular corporate America or getting a real job. And this was a way that it really changed my life, both mentally and financially. And I was like, okay, there's going to be people in my audience that are on that same thing. Like I need to do, and I wanted to be able to have, people that needed that step to do as well. But I knew that instead of me leading the horse this time around, I wanted to partner with somebody like you guys and like the Zaleckis that were crushing in this. And so for once, I didn't need to be the point person, but to plug it in. And I think one of the reasons, and I shared this yesterday, that I also wanted to work with you because you went through a similar situation. I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit about how you had a company that you guys built went away. And so I would love to know a little bit about what that mindset was and then why you chose Modere. Like, what was it about this company when you made that shift?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. Excited to have this conversation. I'm glad we could figure out the technology side of things because that's always the, fingers crossed moment, right? But, for me, I got started in network marketing around 2001, broke, busted, and disgusted. No background in business, no business being in business, but very open-minded, but didn't know what network marketing was. I'd never heard of Amway or Mary Kay or direct sales, nothing, nada. I was a clean slate. And then, of course, I started approaching people and telling my friends and family I found a way to get rich. And all of them told me the same thing. It's a scam. It's a pyramid. Run. You're dumb. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do what you guys are doing. I don't want to exchange time for dollars. I don't want to have a job. And I'm going to give it a shot. And of course, they were actually right, Jimmy. That first company went out of business. First company got shut down by the FTC. That was a lovely experience. But I did learn a lot. Mm-hmm. I was introduced to personal development. I was introduced to my wife, Nadia. Thank God for that. That in itself made it worth it. But getting exposed to personal development, but also just, the entrepreneurial world. Like I had never done anything like this before. I'd waited tables. That was it. No clue what this was. So, very similar stories and paths. But, for me, I was very driven. I was very hungry. And that first company went under. Then Nadia got pregnant. My dad died of a heart attack. All of this hit me at once. I'm in my early 20s, 23. Right. So I get a real job as a mortgage banker. Took what I learned in network marketing, how to talk to people, how to not make excuses, how to be consistent, how to maintain your mindset. Because the hardest part in business, especially when you're new, is maintaining optimism and positivity, because it's easy to be negative, right? It's easy to be like, oh, this problem, that problem, and focus on the negative. I don't have experience. I'm not good at this. I'm not making money, blah, blah, blah. But I got good at the mindset piece. So I took that and applied the work ethic, the communication skills into mortgages. And I made about $600,000 in 4 years, but no residuals, no leveraged income. They used to have a saying, you're only as good as your last month. So every month you start all over at zero. So I felt like I wanted to get back into network marketing, found a company, planted my flag, did it for about 7 years, left in 2013 because I wanted to build an online brand. I wanted to learn how to build on social media. That company was not only was the company against it, but my upline would hate on anybody that wasn't doing 3-way calls, home meetings, belly to belly, needed. So
that sounds familiar. Same in my world. It was like, you can't build this on Facebook.
I never understood that because it's like, okay, you want to recruit these independent, driven, entrepreneurial, outside the box thinkers, right?
Yeah.
Hard workers, people that don't like to have a boss, rebellious types like you and me.
Yeah.
And then you try to tell them this is the only way to do it. Well, I beg to differ. And I started putting out content
Yeah.
11 years ago, building a personal brand, building on social, left that company, found a new company that I felt like was a better fit. And then Jimmy, that company 2 years later, like you said, similar situation. That company got shut down by the FTC. So now this is 2 companies shut down. Second one shut down. Third company I've been a part of. So I almost gave up. I said, you know what? Maybe this MLM, direct sales, network marketing stuff just isn't for me. Maybe I'll just do the coaching route. I'll monetize my knowledge. I'll sell courses and affiliate stuff. And we were doing that. And we still do it here and there. But of course, I decide to also just have a spot. I'm like, I'm just going to have a spot somewhere. I'm going to get positioned with this company that does social retail, social selling, Modere, or whatever. Didn't know what they sold, didn't care, but I liked their concept of social selling. They were one of the only companies that was like, yeah, you can build a brand. Yeah, you can build on social. Yeah, we'll embrace all these ideas. And instead of competing with Amway, we'll compete with Amazon. Like I liked what they were saying and doing.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
the dual-sided plan where you could just promote products and get rank advancements, make money. It's like affiliate marketing on steroids, I always said.
Yeah.
But no other company was doing it back then. And now there are some companies starting to, but still most MLM distributors are they're very like they're like an infomercial for their company. They're very spammy, they're very, recruiters recruiting recruiters to recruit more recruiters, not a lot of
Right.
customer acquisition and customer sales. So anyway, long story short, that was 9.5 years ago. So we built the #1 team. We work with the Zaleckis and all these other legends, right? You've
Yeah.
met some of them, some of them, and we built this incredible community culture and team. And 85% of our revenue comes from customers. We have this system in place for people to truly build their business from home online. Yeah, the brand building stuff, the online stuff. You guys obviously Beachbody were one of the best companies when it came to social marketing and branding people and building a following. But it's the back end, right? Our ATM system. We have these groups, we have these chats. We're very, very good at giving people the day-to-day support that they need. But also there's a lot of automation, delegation, outsourcing, and tools in place. We always say, don't be a fool, use a tool. So when
Yeah.
someone expresses interest, like most of us are busy. How many of us in the comments, let me know if you're busy, like Jimmy and I. Most
Yeah.
of us are busy. But if you can simply add someone to a group, tag them in a video, send them your discount code, your referral link, and over time build up a customer base where the company has 80 products, 30 countries. We continue to roll out more and more products, and they will market to your customers. They will continue to nurture that customer. You should too, but the company does a lot of that heavy lifting for you. And then it's all consumable products that people use every day and order every month. So that's
Yeah.
how we built this incredible residual. And I feel like people like you that are super busy, super successful, super influential, you see the potential, not just for you. I didn't join because of me. I
Yeah.
knew I could make money anywhere, but I don't want to build a broke team. I don't want to have a whole team of people that the only ones making money are recruiters like me. I
Right.
wanted to know the average person could have success and then I could plug them into a system where they could become independent versus dependent on me doing all the three-way calls and the home meetings and the presentations and the one-on-ones. I wanted to find something that had those systems in place. And even though they had some of it, we created most of it. And that's why our team's #1.
No, and you touched on so many things of why I decided to partner with you guys. Like you, the Beachbody background was I had as many, if not more. It was very customer based, right? It was
Yeah.
programs, it was the nutritionals, and so it wasn't. I never just. I even told people if it wasn't for products that I believed in, I don't think I ever would have gotten into network marketing. And I have
Right.
found that the people that just come in and go, well, I don't know what the products are. I just want to make some money. I have not found those people to be as successful. I always find it's like find a product that you really believe in. And I was sharing on my video yesterday is, I had started using like the liquid collagen. I've been using products even while, and a lot of network marketers do this. They'll be in one company, but they'll use other people's stuff. So I already knew that the products were quality. And the other thing I loved was this exactly what you said about the system. And what's crazy is as being new to your team, already building my team, this has worked because for 17 years, I was that point person, right? All roads had to lead through me. I had a very successful team, but it took up all my time, you know? And so as my team has already started to grow and leveraging the tools that you guys and the Zaleckis have already put together, it's been fantastic. You know, it's been so fantastic to be, hey, let me show you this because, and the third reason I really, really enjoyed or was excited to work with you guys was that idea that I could continue to build my personal brand. I could still have these other avenues of places I wanted to serve people. And so this idea of this well-crafted brand that I built, cool, here's your speaking stuff, here's how you serve people in other ways, but I could have an avenue to help people live healthier lives and change their life financially in a part-time way. Because again, we're all busy. Most people think they don't have time to do this, and we're all busy. And I think that affiliate marketing is looked at very differently now than it probably was a decade ago when we would talk to people and they would kind of turn their nose up. But like, who doesn't have an affiliate link for almost everything now, you know?
Right. And I think that's one of the things that's really cool about what we do is you can treat it like an affiliate business, but it will never become just an affiliate business. You know, you see these companies like Beachbody that are, you know, transitioning over to just pure affiliate, which, you know, again, I got strong opinions on this. I'm not going to get into it here, but I think that's wrong to say the least, just because, you know, if you build a business based on a certain compensation and they take that compensation and they say, hey, we're going to change it. From an ethical standpoint, I find that to be unethical, just my opinion, but I think most people would probably agree that's not cool. So with our business, you know, what I love is that it's always been affiliate marketing on steroids. It's always been that you could literally just build a brand and promote the brand and promote the products and get customers. I've got people on my team that literally do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month, and they're making 36%. So when you're putting in that kind of revenue on your personal sales, without a team, right? And then you're like, hey, why don't I teach other people how to do this? Why don't I build a sales force and have people in different cities, states, and countries, different continents, speaking different languages, people that, you know, maybe know more people than me. They certainly know people I don't know. And if they get good at getting customers and I can duplicate that success, like literally within about 16 months with Modere, we had a team of 1,500 people. And that was our first month where we cracked 1.5 million in sales with a team of 1,500 people. And I can't make income claims, but I can just tell you, I went from what I was making in a year to making it in a month. And I was making a lot of money in a year. So, you know, making that kind of money was life changing. That was back in 2017. So what I like, some people will say, we got the fastest growing company. We got the fastest growing. That's all hype. That never lasts. I like to say I have the best selling team in the industry. There are times where we're growing and there's times where we're, you know, slower. Like November is our biggest month. December is typically our slowest month. Why? Huge November sales. So December with holidays and everybody just spent a bunch of money in November, we typically don't do as much as November. That's just the way it goes. And then you get into January, guess what? Everyone wants to lose weight and make money. We can help them with both. So January gets back to, you know, explosive growth. The point is, I don't want a business that's only good when it's growing. I want a business that's good no matter what, whether it's slow time, bad economy, good economy, there's sales, there's no sales. Because again, when people have a product they love, I mean, how many of you brush your teeth and you'll probably do it the rest of your life? How many of you wash your clothes, wash your hair, wash your face? Like we have products that people are never gonna go, you know what? I think I'm good with
I don't need my
dish.
toothpaste this much,
Or supplements. I mean, look how big the supplement industry is now. Like people are never going to say, you know what, I'm done taking my supplements. I'm done drinking coffee. I'm done with my gut health. No, they're always going to need supplementation. You can't possibly get all the nutrients your body needs from the food you're consuming. So people know this, and it's great because it's not just the products. It's the community, it's the support, it's the back end infrastructure. So we're in a recession proof business that, sometimes there's going to be slower times. Like this past year or two has been really weird, really funky with the inflation and the economy. And still our team continues to do millions a month in revenue. And we have new people getting started every day, thousands of new customers coming in every month, people like you that want to build a home, not just build something for the short term. You want to build a legacy income, a willable, sellable asset. Some people don't understand that language, but literally I could sell my business one day. I could will to my children. I can continue to get compensated even if, like Tony Zalecki, it's a sad story, but his sister passed away over a year ago. But earlier this year, her position, which was willed to her son, her 19-year-old son, I think he's 19, her business went into his name.
Mm.
And that position, that business hit one of the top ranks in the company, an elite rank. So she passed away, and over a year later, her son hits a top rank because of the business that she initiated, the business she started, he took it over. Like that to me is what this business is all about.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk a little bit that you said about, November being a big month because of the Black Friday and the specials and the sales. Let's talk a little bit about the products, because obviously there'll be people watching this that the business side is super appealing. Yep. But I love the fact that it is such a customer based thing. And so what have you seen right now with this like explosion? Are there like cornerstone products that it's like that's what's going on, or is it a little bit of everything right now?
The liquid collagen is definitely our staple product.
That's how I started as a customer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been one of the most popular products for us for sure, and it tastes good. It's a product that people take twice a day. Again, who wouldn't want to like reverse the aging process? And I mean, I'm 70.
Yeah.
So, joke. It's a joke. Sometimes people are like, he's lying. Like, it's a joke, dude. Obviously, I'm not 70. I'm a 1980 baby, just turned 44. But, I want to slow down the aging process as much as possible. Sure, right. You can lift weights, you can walk, you can eat properly, you can do all these things, but your body does stop producing collagen after a certain age. So it does make sense that, hey, if I can consume a product that keeps me younger, longer, feeling better, wrinkles and joints and all the things that nails, hair, skin, sure, why wouldn't I want a product like that? But of course, just like Beachbody, we do have a big focus and emphasis on weight loss. Mm-hmm. We have our new body transformation system with the Curb product. The Curb, it's actually gone viral. It's insane. We've got third-party credibility and the efficacy and the branding behind it, the ingredients, not only the ingredients, but just the formulation, like the way that we came out with this product and the marketing behind it was genius, because before we launched it to the world, this is key, we had 28 people in the trial group that lost 550 pounds. And we don't just say, drink this and magically weight goes away. No, it does the same type of thing that like those medical shots do, right? Where you feel full, the satiety, you don't have like the sugar cravings and the snacking cravings, and you're not overeating. Like that's kind of the idea. So people are getting results without having to take some drug or inject a pharmaceutical, right? So that's a great thing. But it's the community and the education that goes with it. Because if you can educate people and you can give them better habits and make better decisions, better choices with what they're eating, and know what to eat, and most importantly, what not to eat. Because there's a lot of stuff we just don't realize. Like people think, oh, it's just, I'm gonna put some dressing on my salad. Like that dressing probably has sugar. And I mean, again, it's a matter of giving people the information to make better choices, but then also backing it up with the support. Plus, of course, the product does taste good. It works. It gives people the results. We also came out with a new amino acid product called Sculpt. That's delicious. It's got like the BCAAs. And then on top of that, we've got our whey protein. We've got our burn. We've got our trim with CLA. And that also has collagen. My favorite is our collagen coffee called Logic Coffee. It's a smart coffee, if you will. Yeah. But there's so many good products that some people are going to get excited about the anti-aging or the skincare, like the moisturizer, the hair serum or the shampoo and conditioner. There's, shower gel and toothpaste. You got gut health, mental health. I mean, there's all these different product categories. We're coming out with a magnesium product next month. I mean, there's so much happening. And then our new president, who used to work with GNC for like 7 or 8 years, he wants to do 3 AAA launches per year and get into like sports nutrition and a
Right.
women's line. Like there's so many new products coming on top of what we're already doing, on top of just opening up Poland and some other countries. So again, it's all about anti-aging, health and wellness, weight loss, using products with cleaner ingredients. In
Yeah.
fact, No Dare used to be a different company. It was a legacy company that was one of the first companies to market clean ingredients,
Right.
where they took out those harmful toxins like the parabens and all the other things. Like, it's crazy. So I have this Yuka app. Do you know Yuka? You can like zap your food when you're at the grocery store and it'll tell you on a scale.
No, I had a different one. It was something I know of it. I used a different one that I can't think of the name of now, but you can like check like it's like what are kind of the hidden ingredients and stuff in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it just tell you like what's good about it, what's bad about it. So
Yeah.
like, you get like an organic milk, it'll say, like 78% good. But then, you do like a regular milk, which is cheaper, right? It's like 15 out of 100, like, and it tells you
Right.
why. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like thank God I don't drink that. Cause you're just curious. You want to like test it out, see what's good,
For
what's
sure.
bad. And I did this with Head and Shoulders, 0 out of 100. Zero. I've never seen a 0 before. Like
Right.
typically it's like 5, 9, 12, 25. 0 out of 100. And people, that's like the number one selling like shampoo or
Remember
shit. The point is,
growing
it's
up,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, like people just don't realize like these ingredients are so toxic and so bad for you. And then meanwhile, and I don't want to go on a political rant, but there's a reason why Trump chose RFK, because RFK has been attacking that stuff for a while. And you can agree with him or not, but we can agree that America is the wealthiest country and the most unhealthy country. That's a weird dynamic when you consider the richest to be the fattest. I mean, it's just the truth. So when you look at that and you consider the fact that, these food companies have ingredients in their food and chemicals in their products that they don't allow in Europe and other parts of the world, same companies, totally different ingredients, right? Like the ketchup or the McDonald's or the whatever, different. But on top of all of that, you've got the pharmaceutical companies are in cahoots with the drug companies. So what do they want? What's sad? And Jimmy, you know this, right? They want subscribers. They don't want you to solve or cure your problem. They want you to need their drug forever. It's really disturbing. Now, with that being said, sure, we also want you to love our products and continue using them daily and order them monthly, but at least it's not a drug with side effects and all these toxic chemicals and ingredients. But I will say this, the product also has to work. So, like if you get a toothpaste, like our fluoride, we have fluoride-free toothpaste, right? But if the toothpaste makes your breath stinky and your teeth are yellow, well, that's not good. So the products still have to work also. So yeah, we have 80 products. You can check out the website. We have crazy good Black Friday deals with a limited time offer. There's even $99 off one of our enrollment kits for social marketers that want to make money. So there's some really good deals for customers and social marketers wanting to make money. The two different, opportunities we have, great products at a great price, or make money building a business, promoting the brand. And then we also have right around the corner, Cyber Monday. The whole website's going to be discounted. So if someone was going to get started, this is a good time. And then you go into weight loss season in January. We've got a whole bunch of things coming in December and January to help us kickstart the new year.
And that's one of the things I loved about this so much, because obviously with my 100-pound weight loss, that was always, the health and fitness piece of that was always where I would attract people. And so I love the fact that you guys had these awesome products as well. But it also allowed me, where I would get frustrated in the past, was I kind of had one, like, it was just kind of one. We had multiple products, but it was kind of one full on. It was like Shakeology and then a few other things, which was a super complicated, great product, complicated product though. And it didn't fit for everybody what they needed. And I was already spending money with so many other companies to get a lot of the things that you already talked about, whether it was collagen or my other protein or my CLA or multivitamins, or so all these things. So
also, how about little things like digestive enzymes, probiotics, like products for bloating? Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Like, why refer them to other supplement companies that you only get like maybe a one-time commission, if anything?
Or I would just walk. I live down the street from a Whole Foods, and I would give them way too much money because and So there was that. And then the other side of like, as I've started reaching out to friends and family and just, one-on-one conversations, I look at this as kind of my public launch in a way. But what I loved also was I would talk to them and it was like, what do you need? How can I serve you? Instead of me trying to make all conversations go fit into one product, it was cool. What do you use around the house? So the same thing. It's like, as I've slowly, even like the household items or soap or shampoo, it's just like all of these things that you hit the nail on the head. More than likely, whatever we're using, it's just because we're in the habit of it and we probably don't realize the quality of it or not. But what I love so much now is just helping people live overall healthier lifestyles and letting them look at the catalog, look at all these awesome offers and see what fits them, as opposed to me feeling I had to manipulate a conversation to all fit to one product as well. So I like the flexibility to be able to serve more people in more ways as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it's all about. We want to give people what they need or want. We had this woman yesterday that was like, I don't want to be pressured. And we're like, we want to be very clear. There's zero pressure. She's like, thank you. A lot of times where I look at things like this, they really pressure you. I'm like, we just want to help you and answer questions. And we're here when you're ready. And she was like, she was really grateful for that. But that's a pretty common theme in our business is we want to be more like consultants and give people advice and recommendations. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit here and act like we just sit back twiddling our thumbs waiting for people to ask us about our product or opportunity. You need to be bold, you need to be proactive, but you want to do it in a way, in my opinion, that's not like an infomercial, that's not spammy and desperate, right? Commission breath. You don't have commission breath, but you do want to be able to say, hey, I have a solution.
Yeah. Because people are looking for solutions other places. That's why Amazon and Google and stuff exist. And so it's not like they're not looking for a solution. It's just they may not have looked at our solution yet. And so we want to give them that avenue because more than likely they're going to find it somewhere. And we want to make sure what they're finding is the best solution for them, is the highest quality, is the best opportunity, right? And I love that idea of a consultant because then you're just kind of a guide. Like, how can I answer? It's almost like being more interested than interesting, right? I just want to know more about you. And then I know, do I have something that can solve your problem? Yes or no? And if the answer is yes, would you be willing to take a look at that, whether it is the product or the business side of things as well? And like I said, I didn't even know I was just like you. When I got involved in this business, I didn't know it existed. I didn't know it already previously, I guess that's why I wasn't skeptical. So many people that did jump into something like this. But I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for my ignorance because if not, I may have never gotten in, but it has completely changed my life. And that's why, when it came down to, at the end of an era at 17 years, it was like, okay, do I want to continue to do this? And not only has it blessed me, I've been able to introduce this to other people and watch their lives completely change, or people get out of debt or leave jobs they hated, or even if they weren't interested in the business, just live healthier, better lifestyles because they got their hands on a product that finally, after trying everything else, actually worked for them.
Yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I'm glad, just like you, that I was dumb enough to do it. Like I was dumb enough to believe that I could actually build a business and get rich, and it's funny because I just did a video this morning and it's like snowing outside, which is so weird right now, seeing snow because it was just like 70 degrees last week. But here in Maryland, it's snowing and, it's not sticking, but it's still snowing, right? And I did a video about how like I'm so grateful I work from home and I don't have to like rush off because I have the dogs outside. So I was outside, but I don't have to like get in traffic when it's like sleeting, icy, snowy, drive in rush hour traffic, or just drive to work every day, right? Like I'm just grateful I don't have to do that. I can literally build my business. Like I'm in my office here at home. And to me, it's the money's great, but it's more about the impact, the lifestyle, the way we can help people, the way we can build from home and online. And we don't have to be, at a certain location or, always at work or owning a business that really owns us. So I love that aspect of what we do. The problem sometimes, of course, is people treat it like a side hustle, like a part-time thing. They don't really treat it like a business. They don't have that CEO mentality. And it's fine. You can start off with, hey, I'm only doing this to make extra money, or I'm only doing this to, lose 5, 10 pounds, or, lose 100 pounds like you. Maybe
Right.
someone which is so hard to believe you had 100 pounds to lose. That's crazy, bro. Now you're all jacked, like lifting weights. But, it really is interesting that, some people start off with very tiny goals of
Yeah.
just losing some weight or making some extra money. But then a year later, 5 years later, 10 years later, not only have they lost 100 pounds, or they've, gotten, in the best shape, or now they're like, I have people on my team that, like, someone's like, oh, well, so and so is really good because they're an influencer. And I'm like, if you would have met them when they got started 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 8 years ago, you wouldn't be saying that. But yeah,
Buddy, I always used to tell people I was no one's prize like recruit when I
yeah.
first started. I was like, it wasn't like, oh, I got this one. Yeah, like early on, Jimmy, nobody was excited that I was coming on board, and so
Yeah.
I love that, and so I love the fact that I think as we kind of wrap this up here, I love the fact that these products are awesome, that I've been using them for years already, but more than anything, that I'm plugging in a team with you guys and the Zaleckis where I enjoyed my time of heading up my team. And there was a lot of things that I learned in building leadership and mentoring people, and some of the things I still do now. But it is really nice to just plug in and say, I get to be new all over again. This is so crazy after 17 years, adding somebody to the team the other day, and she asked me all these questions, and I knew that she was just she's gonna crush it when she's in. But I was never a big like all the questions guy. She was the all the questions guy, and you guys and the team were just like, cool, here's a tool for that. Here's a tool. And it was so fun for me to go, I don't know. Let me ask the experts. The role I used to play for my team, I love the fact that I get to partner with you guys and say, hey, you know what? I've been watching you guys. You've had me in your team pages for forever. I've watched how the culture that you created, how you take care of everybody, both on the product side. And here's every answer you need. Because a lot of times it's just people just need certain boxes checked for certainty. And we want to make sure we do that. And so I am so grateful to you guys and the team for being that box checker, for me and the people that are going to come in and try out the products, the people that do want to try to earn some extra money. And right now during the holiday season, that's fantastic as well. And, my email address is here on the screen. You can send me a DM as we're watching the live. But, what would be as wrapping this up, what would you, somebody that's out there that's kind of on the fence, it's like, hey, with the time of the year, it's always like, maybe after the first of the year, what is it about this week, Black Friday, Thanksgiving? Why is now the perfect time to either try a product or learn more about this?
I like what you said, though. You said you were using the product for years. And I think if someone's like, well, if I start something like this, I'd rather start after the first of the year. And that's fine. You can do whatever you want. But I would recommend, if you're going to get started after the first of the year, is to start now on the products, at least. Start now learning about the business, the compensation, if you're thinking about making extra money. If you just want to do it as a customer, that's cool too. But I don't know. I mean, sure, I can understand if someone's like, hey, I'd rather wait till after the holidays, makes sense. But we do have really special deals right now. Yeah. So totally up to you, right? I just said it, no pressure. You can do whatever you want. But if I was going to get started, I would rather get started sooner than later, because the deals are now. Then you go into the new year with already having a testimonial. Even if your testimonial is, hey, I made $500.
Yeah.
I lost 15 pounds. You might not think that's a big story, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there that are like, dude, I've tried everything to lose 15 pounds, or they lost like 40 pounds and they're stuck.
What if the story is this? Because I feel like people always like, but I want to enjoy my holidays. Cool. What if the story is that I lost 15 pounds? What if the story is I still enjoyed my holidays and I didn't put 10 pounds on this year like I normally do?
Yep.
So that's why I look at that. People have this all or nothing mentality, and it's such a trap to fall into at times. And I'm like, cool. Just because they're like, if I'm going to do this, I want to do it perfect. And there is no perfect, right? There's no perfect time. There's no whatever. But I love the way it's cool. Get started, get plugged in and either learn or start using the products now. And so enjoy your holidays, eat all the stuff, drink all the things, go to all the parties. But I would rather come out of January being like, cool, I enjoyed myself and I don't hate what I see in the mirror right now, or I actually feel healthier right now. And I still enjoyed that also. Man, John, I so appreciate the time. I'm so excited to be working with you and the Zaleckis and the whole entire team as I'm getting to know everybody else. Like I said, guys, put a comment down. My email's right there. If I don't have the answer for you, you know what? My buddy John here does, and we will get those answers for you. So, John, thank you for your time. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we'll talk real soon.
Absolutely, man. Welcome to the family. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
See ya.
Take care.